Welcome to day 20 of 30 days of gentle grief support. I'm Linda Falasco, a grief and trauma therapist, and today's message is short, soft, and deeply needed. Grief is exhausting. It wears on your heart, your mind, your body. And in the middle of all this, you might feel the pressure to do more, to move on, to smile, to get back to normal, to be okay again. But today, I want to offer you something else. Gentleness. Gentleness. Because healing doesn't come from pressure. It comes from compassion. Why does gentleness matter in grief? And what does that even mean? Let's be gentle with ourselves. I want you to think about, how do you speak to yourself when you're struggling? What do you say to yourself? What's going through your mind when you're going through a hard time and you're grieving? Are you harsh? Do you say things like, you should be stronger? You should be better by now. I shouldn't be crying so much. I should be over this. Now, imagine one of your friends, one of your best friends, said those things to you. How would you feel? You'd probably be shocked. You'd even be hurt. You would think, what? Why would they say that to me? Or imagine your best friend grieving. Would you say those things to them? Would you speak to your best friend the way you speak to yourself? So why do we speak to ourselves in ways that we would never speak to someone else? This doesn't happen just with grief. This is how sometimes we speak to ourselves generally. So it's not just about grief, but sometimes in grief, it gets even more intense and harsh. Grief doesn't need you to perform. It needs you to feel. It needs you to rest. It needs you to be held, even by your own self. It needs you to be gentle with yourself. It needs you to allow the space to feel it, not to critique it. So what are ways that we can be gentle with ourselves? One, the way we think, the way we talk to ourselves. That's number one. If we change the way we think, we change the narrative in our head, we are going to feel different. We're going to react different, and our bodies will actually feel different too. So, number one, change the narrative. Number two, allow the space and grace to feel what you're feeling. Give yourself rest when you need it. Say no, set boundaries when you need it. You don't have to do what everyone around you is telling you to do. If it does not feel right to you, then set a boundary and say no. Another way that you can be gentle with yourself is maybe take a much needed vacation. Maybe just take a few days off from work to do nothing. Maybe do something that you always wanted to do. Another way to be gentle with yourself is get enough rest. Be sure you're eating 3 healthy meals a day. Make sure you are taking good care of yourself physically. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Those things are so important as you are grieving. Being gentle with yourself is taking care of yourself. And sometimes we don't want to take care of ourselves, especially in grief, but you really have to make yourself a priority. So let's take a breath to welcome in gentleness together. If you would like, you could close your eyes if you feel safe doing so. If not, you could softly gaze at the video at the scenery that we have right here. I want you to place your hand on your heart or on your belly, whichever feels most comfortable and most grounding for you. And now I want you to slowly inhale. I soften toward myself. Exhale. I let go of pressure. Inhale, I soften toward myself. Exhale, I let go of pressure. Again, inhale, I soften toward myself. Exhale, I let go of pressure. Let's repeat that one more time. Inhale, I soften toward myself. Exhale. I let go of pressure. That's just one way to allow yourself to be gentle. So if you've been journaling along with me, be sure to go grab your journal, or if you would like to reflect softly in your heart or mind, you can do so. And let this question guide your reflection today. What would it look like to treat myself with gentleness today? What would it look like to treat myself with gentleness today? And if I were supporting a friend through grief, how would I speak to them? And how can I offer that same care for myself? If I were supporting a friend through grief, how would I speak to them? And how can I offer that same care to myself? You don't need the answers to be perfect, just honesty. And even if you write one sentence, that's enough. Just take the next 45 seconds just to reflect on those prompts. Being gentle with ourselves can be very hard on a normal day, but when we're grieving, it can be extra hard. And I want to encourage you to continue to be gentle with yourself as you're navigating through grief. Now, here's today's affirmation. You can speak this out loud, you can write it down, you can whisper it to yourself, whatever feels right to you. Today, I will offer myself gentleness. I don't have to be perfect. I just have to be present. Today, I will offer myself gentleness. I don't have to be perfect. I just have to be present. Let that affirmation become a little anchor in your day. You've carried so much, and yet you showed up today. That's enough. Be sure to share with me in the comments below how you are being gentle with yourself. Until next time, continue mending piece by piece, one step at a time.